What's up guys, welcome back to today's patch note video. So we're going to be going through all of the patch notes and all of the information that you need for this week, and that's all we're going to be doing in this video. So hopefully you find it useful if you don't normally like to come and read through the patch notes yourselves. And yeah, let's get started. So this week it says max fresh start world XP and double XP live continues this week in RuneScape. So I think there's a few other things in here as well. We'll get down to it and we'll see what else is going on, but other than that, it seems like that's probably the main focus. So it's double XP, fresh start world, and TTT this week. Acronyms for the win. What is T? Well, our time to train. Oh, okay, I see. It's down here. Well, technically they're initialisms, but anyway, on with the news post. So it says, double XP live. We hope you've been making the most of double XP live. Don't worry if you've not started yet, because it's still active until Monday. You got 48 hours. As a reminder, this event is for the main game only and not for fresh start world. So if you're playing there, there's this week has a beast of an XP bonus. More on that further down. So I mean, you're already getting more than double XP, I think, on fresh start worlds anyway. But yeah, so if you guys aren't playing yet, then there you go, you've got plenty of time. Time to train returns, not time to return. Treasure Hunter's double XP companion every event returns, and with some very exciting new features. You'd be a dummy to miss it. Firstly, we're releasing 2 new training dummies for dungeoneering and archaeology. Oh, okay. The archaeology dummy is kind of cool. We've also introduced a new progress mechanic with guarantees, which guarantees dummies every 10 keys. Next up, proteins. Following their introduction earlier this year, the new herb lore, rune crafting, and cooking proteins can now be selected in protein packs, which is definitely a good thing and definitely cool. It's about time, really. Found in the promotion and even converted from other proteins. You can do this from today's update, so before the time to train starts tomorrow. Time to train will be available from Tuesday, November 15th. So I thought these were always going to just be a treasure hunter thing when double XP came around, because obviously they introduced it and they said it will be going into the packages eventually, and then obviously we've had like maybe three double XPs since then, and it's just been, that's the only time you've been able to get them. Obviously they probably sold really well, and I'm sure at the moment the training dummies, these are probably going to be the same. I doubt you can get these from the dummy boxes, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, obviously, but it doesn't say that you can. So I would assume that they're probably going to replace this. I mean, I haven't checked yet, but we'll see about that. You guys will find out once you get in game, probably. But anyway, Premium Membership. Premium Membership is the best way to enjoy RuneScape. You'll be able to experience everything Gillian has to offer now and over the next 12 months, a hefty 45% discount compared to subscribing monthly. It's a pretty good amount of money to save, to be fair. But anyway, all of the usual benefits you've come to expect are there, from 100 extra bank spaces to vault access, the Premier Artifact, and more. Of course, with the new year of Premier Club comes new cosmetics, and this year is the Demon Hunter Armor Cosmetic Set and the Stalker Pet. So these are just the artwork, so it looks like different in game probably. I mean, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Existing 12-month premium memberships will renew into this year's premium membership, and you'll keep your current rate too. For full details and pricing of new memberships, head here. I assume they'll probably update this with a link at some point. Sometimes the patch notes aren't completely finished when they get released, but if you come here at some point, I'll link this whole thing in the description. So if you want to go to that, I'm sure when you come a bit later on, that will actually be a link. But yeah, so premium membership is renewing, and it'll come with all the extra stuff and stuff. So yeah, Fresh Start Worlds Week 8 is the last push to the final line for competitive players of Fresh Start Worlds. The top 100 are going to get their golden halos. Could you be one of them? As if that weren't momentous enough, we're also hitting peak XP bonuses this week with 2.5 XP on all skills for 1 week only. This will be the highest XP rate you'll see, as they'll begin to slow back down to the usual rate for the final 8 weeks of the event. If there was ever a week to push for those gains, this is it. Here is this week's bonuses in full. So we've got the 150% XP, 20% chance for double monster drops or boss drops as well, 40% chance to double gathered materials, 40%, holy crap, tier 5 auras unlocked, no losses upon death, and 100% accuracy in combat. There's some pretty good buffs, to be fair. Leveling up would be much easier there, like insanely easy. This is pretty much just what it says there, so it's the same thing. Upcoming live streams: Tuesday, November 15th, making the Garden of Carid. So we've got JMO's Behind the Garden of Grid update, hopping on stream to discuss the update, your feedback, and what goes into making changes to skilling methods. Wednesday, November 16th, we have JMO design sessions defining what is RuneScape. Lead designer Mod Jack talks about RuneScape's identity and the kind of content that fits the identity well. He did one of these recently as well, and it was a good stream, to be fair. So that's probably worth tuning into as well, definitely. So that's something worth keeping your eye out. There'll be a link to this again, the post in here. There's the links to the RuneScape Twitch there, if that's useful for you guys. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual patch notes. So the following bosses will now drop seeds rather than noted herbs. So I think it's pretty much any boss that was dropping herbs, but it says Rex Matriarchs, Hard Mode Grado, Hard Mode Zilliana. These must have been things that were missed last time. Hard Mode Krill and Hard Mode Kriara. So it's all the God Wars 1 and then the Rex ones. Players are no longer limited to earning a maximum of 25k Crooks Quell favor per day. A lot of people were complaining about this, saying that there was no point in this. I think they didn't get it, and it was like dragging out a lot of stuff. So this is good. This is a good change, and obviously I guess that's come from listening to the players. So that's always good to see. Patch bombs now apply the Juju farming potion effect. Protean, herb lore, rune crafting, and cooking items have been added to the Protean packs. The grace period for the A Druid's Sidekick achievement now correctly ends on December 7th, 2022 instead of December 7th, 2023. That's a long grace period. When using an Ent familiar, the player should have a 50% chance to increase farming yield by 1. Fixed an issue preventing some cliffs on the Algorid border from appearing. Players no longer encounter a crash when creating astral or dungeoneering runes. Tool leprechauns just crashing every time you created astral runes or whatever. That's what the frick. Tool leprechauns at Trollheim and the Herblore habitat now have the note produce option. Lowered the cost of plant power tier 2 in Sidekick's shop from 1250 to 1200 to match the interface. Fix a typo in the politics reward store. There we go. So that's a lot of the garden stuff, and then a few other things too. And then general stuff. Entering the room of confusion after logout no longer causes a black screen. Fix an invalid URL redirect at the premium membership via the shop button, and fixed an issue that prevented players from completing the Everlight mystery. Hopefully that was like not for everybody, but just something. There you go. All right, so community stuff. This is a cool bit. This is badass, man. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Some more art stuff down here. Wait, is that the reflection of? Oh, it's like a different. They reflect differently. That's cool. Very cool. And then the community stuff's so good. So the amount of time that goes into it must be like absolutely crazy. But there we go. Pink Skirts player events is there if you guys want to pause and have a look at that if you're interested in that sort of thing. And then community spotlight. The Leaf folks will organize a little party to help folks with bonus XP. A party will appear on World 9 during the following days and times, so grab a jar and join the fun for core hunting. Okay, well, that is it for today, guys. The main thing is probably the protein stuff, the stuff that's changing here with the time to train thing. So the proteins are now available in other stuff, so during double XP that'll be super useful. Hopefully you guys haven't like drowned all your proteins expecting them not to come back, and then now they have. But there you go, for anyone who's going to find that useful. That's really, really cool. And then of course we got the archaeology dummies. Maybe I'll actually do my archaeology slowly now if I get those dummies every now and again. I don't know, but I'm just lazy with that. Other than that though, hopefully you all enjoyed double XP, and hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to leave a like, do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch you all next time. See you later, guys.